Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Heel Heat brought to you by the Sports Mark Analysts. We are back once again here for Clash in Italy. I should be in Italy right now, but I am stuck in Montville, New Jersey on a 24-hour shift. But I see some of my favorite people with me, so it's all good. I'm pointing to my right, but to my left, I got Jay Quan, Mr. All Day, Every Day, 365, still a champ for no goddamn reason because we ain't defending that belt ever since.
It's retired.
The other Mr. 98% down in the corner, Mr. Paulinho, the Peruvian prince. And we are not calling her guest ever. She is the queen of the Heel Heat, Miss Wrestling with Honey. How are y'all doing today?
Happy Friday. I'm
Thank
tired.
God it's Friday.
Yeah.
Tired, but grueling week. Fun week, though. Lots of wrestling. Clash in Italy. Happy to see my boys. All the above.
Word. That's what I like to hear.
Am I the only person that's happy that this is 2:00 in the afternoon on a Sunday so that we can actually have the rest of the day to ourselves?
This is
Man,
fantastic.
I'm gonna be fucking
I think
sleep.
it's fantastic.
It's beautiful. That's beautiful.
I mean, according to my background, I'm already there, so I'm on their time, apparently.
Yeah.
Well, aren't you lucky?
I
I
wish.
have this constant reminder that I need to work out more. So,
All right, let's get started. You know it's gonna be the first match.
I mean, if
No,
the
it's
if
actually
the
not. It was announced on SmackDown that Cody and Gunther is going to be first.
oh, thank baby Jesus.
oh really
Okay.
Yes.
that's probably the main event then, and that means that the Jacob news is probably true. God damn it!
Yep.
Oh, it's true. It's damn true.
So then,
You-
are we saying that this is not happening then? From the news that we saw earlier?
I believe it's not.
I don't know how
That
to
sucks.
get out. They gotta do something though.
They can always push it to SummerSlam, technically. Like, they don't need to do it in Italy. They really don't.
No.
But I mean, they're trying to make Italy like they're trying to make the Clash of series or Clash in series like the fifth, big four, big five pay-per-view. So like, I get it. You need to have Roman on that card, but like, this could be a SummerSlam thing. Honestly, if we're being honest, this could be a SummerSlam thing.
Yeah. All right. To what's gonna be the actual first match. Gunther and Cody Rhodes.
I think they put it on Gunther. Honestly,
Really?
I think they're gonna run with the Sammy Cody thing going into King of the Ring to give King of the Ring some more juice, and I think they're just gonna kind of start the transition of Homelander / Shadow Cody. Since we really don't have any Omega, like, we hate this dude, like, heels. Like, everyone kind of loves everybody. And Cody's the probably most likable guy that people love to hate. So why not let people hate him?
Oh, look who's here. Our buddy Luke. What's up, Luke?
Buddy.
What's up, man?
Honey, if you haven't been here because your other shows have been keeping you busy, but our buddy Luke over, I think he's in England. He's the one that gave me the Haku look.
Good on you, Luke.
You can thank him for that one. We're good. We're good, Luke. All right. Luke, if you haven't heard, Jacob might not be on the show tomorrow. Like Haku's sophisticated wine drinking cousin.
Sophisticated wine drinking.
I'll take that sophisticated part. I like that. Thank you. All right, Benny. What you got, buddy?
So I'm really wondering what Randy Orton's status is, because I feel if Randy Orton is able to come back in a reasonable amount of time, I feel that you're going to run Randy Cody for the title again. And I see that happening at a SummerSlam or something like that.
That makes sense.
So it's really it's really dependent upon that. And it's just at this point, I just don't see them putting that belt on Gunther right now. Like, I just, for whatever reason, I can't see that happen. And maybe it's the fact that I can't get by the Randy Orton thing or whatever. I think them, and somebody was saying before, they was just like, oh man, what if Randy comes back and costs Cody the title or whatever? And I was just like, that's counterproductive. Randy wants the belt. Why the fuck would you want to go through Gunther to get the belt? But this is WWE, and logic escapes them half the time. So, like, it's definitely possible that could happen too. I'm going with Cody just because, like, that's the simplest path to Randy Orton getting another title shot.
And Luke is asking the news about Jacob. So the Jacob news is he got hurt at a live show. Was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
And he was limping after the match. So they're checking him out and see if he's even able to go on the show. But I think you guys were saying from today's show, they said that probably like a no-go.
Well, they're saying that Cody and Gunther are going to open up the show instead of Roman, and because usually if Roman's on a show, he's opening the show so he can get out of there. So if Cody and Gunther are going early, it probably means they have to cancel or postpone the Jacob Roman match. Therefore, we just don't believe Jacob and Roman is going to go on. Just call it an educated guess.
So here's my other thing. It's either he goes first or he goes last. Kind of like Brock. Either I go first or I go last. So they might leave Jacob towards the end in order to give him more time to like ice it down, numb it, or whatever it is, depending on how bad it is. Because if it's bad, they cancel it. Then Brock closes it off. But that's the news with Jacob. Regards to Cody,
I was real quick, just to hop in there real quick with that one right there. I would be so much more confident in that if they had Brock opening. Because, like, just like you said, you know how he is. He's either opening or he's closing. And he damn sure ain't opening tonight if they didn't already announce that Cody and Gunther is going to be open. So,
yeah. This one, see, it's tough because like you put it back on Gunther. Who do you have that's chasing him now? That's my only thing. I think they put themselves in a tough spot here with what they're going to do.
Well, it's not anybody chasing him. It's the King of the Ring tournament.
No, I'm talking about for Gunther.
I know. It's the King of the Ring tournament.
Oh, man, we're doing this again one? Oh.
Yeah,
they announced the King, and 2 people have declared for it already.
Who declared so far?
It was
Trick Williams and JC Jane.
Yeah, for each side.
And Mello also, I believe, as well.
Yeah. Right?
I think. I don't know. But I know Trick definitely openly said it, and JC Jane said it earlier this week. LA Knight said it.
There we go. That was the other person. Was LA Knight.
I'm calling shenanigans. Gunther wins. Sammy's going to cause Cody to lose.
That's my thought exactly. And then you have Sammy and Cody at SummerSlam.
Yeah, and I agree. I think you need to have start Cody going on a downward spiral.
Yeah,
you know, to get into that.
He already is.
It's
all been part of the plan. He slowly but surely is. He's acting out. He's being snarky. Every single friend that has surrounded him since finishing the story was one who stabbed him in the back, as he had said on a podcast earlier as a quote. Yeah.
But I'm thinking though is that Sammy's the last one, I think, right? He's the last one that stabbed him in the back. He would be the last one. That plus losing the belt would literally put like that nail in that coffin.
I mean, we still have the Undertaker.
Don't do that, man. Like Flair. We're not doing that.
No, please, God, don't do that.
We're not
He's
doing
in
that.
Mexico. He ain't gonna be there.
But if I could chime in on my pick, and
By all means.
I see a different, slightly different, bigger picture here for Gunther. We have been, at least I know I have, and the circles I've been around have been saying for a while that Gunther hasn't been the same. He hasn't been booked the same. I even put out a video talking about how TKO doesn't know how to book him without the title. However, Gunther, especially with what I just saw coming off of a watch along and with the segment that they ended with, Gunther said a lot of things. Cody said a lot of things. And it seemed to trigger Gunther in a way where he brought back calling wrestling this great sport and protecting it from people like Cody. So my thing is, this is all part of the plan to get Gunther back to where we can take him seriously, and also a way to keep kicking off that Cody Rhodes downward spiral, because Cody's been getting really ballsy with a lot of things that he said. He's more in his like, I don't give a fuck kind of era. But Gunther is a formidable champion to take this title off of him. And with what I see is, if there's a lot of other potential, and not just Sami Zayn. We haven't seen Randy, like you said. We haven't seen Drew. We also haven't seen Phil Brooks. The last time we saw him, he was talking to Cody. And Cody had that title, and it was on SmackDown. And you never know when an opportunity might fall on his lap. And Gunther has experience with all of those men. So I feel like those are really good contenders that you could bring back to heat up the summer to help solidify Gunther's reign as Universal Champion, because this is also a title he's never held. And to win in areas close to your stomping grounds, I don't see why they wouldn't crown him there. So I would have to go with Gunther, considering all of that.
Quick sidebar: are they finished with Highlander?
Yeah, from what I heard from a few people in my chat while I was doing my watch along, they said that he is pretty much wrapped up with Highlander.
I forgot about that.
I'm
like, yo, what happened to Drew? Did he get hurt? I forgot he was filming.
Yeah.
Okay, so that makes sense.
But Gunther, I feel like it's good. It could still be Gunther even without shenanigans, because Gunther, it's a way to make him formidable and for us to take him more seriously again. And
yeah, because that whole retirement thing that angle was just like it would have worked if the ones that he retired didn't already say, I'm retiring.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Also, a little rumor got floated around that they may be TKO may be switching Nick Aldis to an active wrestler and actively looking for a SmackDown general manager replacement.
I had thought I heard something like that, but I thought they were bullshitting because the thing that came up was Teddy Long.
I'm like, if that's really a thing, if that's like someone putting that out in the ethos, I'm like, I want both of those guys to at least wrestle one match in WWE. But
I miss my guy.
Even if it is a fake rumor, like, I'm kind of with it. Like, Nick Aldis would be a very interesting opponent for Gunther too.
That would be a good
I don't know if I want that.
Ooh, you know what? I don't hate that.
I don't hate that, but I don't want to give us false hope either.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, so I'm not saying it's a bad idea, but if New Day was still with WWE, it would have been so much better.
Yeah, well, that's TKO's fault.
Yeah.
I can't really. Actually, bringing up Booker T to be general manager would be interesting too.
No, we need Booker T. If King Trick does happen, we need Booker T to coronate him with Queen Charmel
We
and
need that.
dub Booker Trick and Lash King and Queen. That's what we need. We talked about that on Kayfabe last night, and that would be so spot on and perfect. You get
I had
Lash,
finally
not
Booker
even
T
thought of
doing his
anything like that.
entrance, and
Lash low key does need to win Queen of the Ring now. Like,
I would love that for her.
I don't think that they would do it. I think that they're so hung up on JC Jane that like they want to do something with her character, but it would fit Lash so much better.
I personally think it should be Chelsea Green.
I don't hate that either.
But yeah,
I'm just rooting for everybody black. So
we,
like,
I feel you.
I'm
I feel you.
biased.
But we still, I mean, we still have a long ways to go. We don't even know who's going to be like the matches that are set up yet or anything. We just know that a couple of people are declaring for it, like they're declaring for the Rumble. I guess there's declarations for the King of the Ring now.
Yeah, and the thing is we know they have Lash Legend and Nia Jax together because they can't.
Well, they have Lash going after the U.S. title. So it's not so much a tag team thing. It's more Nia managing Lash at this point.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, either way, Gunther.
King of the Ring works so much better when the winner doesn't get settled with a god awful King gimmick for the following 11 months.
Yeah, kind of.
I kind of wanted like a funny King gimmick though.
That's why it's a certain if it works for a certain character, sure. If it doesn't, it shouldn't be like the mandate that this person has to do that gimmick.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. Next one. What we got next?
I already know my answer.
Go ahead.
Jade.
I want them to hot potato this so bad.
Yes.
Like, I want the Jade thing to happen just because I kind of want them to hot potato this for a little bit. 1, to get Rhea's numbers up. 2, to get Jade's numbers up. And 3, because you want them to keep working together because Jade is actually progressing as a wrestler, wrestling with Rhea.
Mm-hmm.
And then it gives you your women's main event for SummerSlam.
I like it. I like it for Jade. I mean, I think she, like you said, she's definitely stepped into this heel role a lot more too, and she's treating this like it's her own big 3. You know what I mean? So it's kind of a leadership role. She also has one up on Mommy. She did pin her last week. She's been getting over on a lot of the legends. The only people who seem smart enough to stay out of her way is JC Jane and Fatal Influence. But Jade is giving me every reason to believe in her. And I feel like if they hot potato this and give her a second run, I feel like this run will be better than the first time around and with more defenses.
Yep.
I'm going to say this. I don't disagree that she should get it back. I just don't think it's going to be here. I think Rhea, something's going to happen here, and they're going to require a 3rd match, and she wins it back at SummerSlam. I don't think this is the one where she wins it back at. I think it's SummerSlam. I'm going with Rhea here.
I'm literally going with Jade for the plot. I'm just going for it for the chaos.
I am going to send y'all into a bit of a tailspin with this one because I'm going to say some shit that y'all probably would never think I was going to say. I need this triple threat. So I'm going, and the only way I can see this triple threat coming together without it feeling like Jade is forced into it is if she wins here. So for the sake of my plot, my agenda, and what I want to see, I need Jade Cargill to win this title back because Charlotte Flair fucked up. trying to call herself helping Rhea.
You dastardly dog, you.
Mm-hmm.
You dastardly dog, you. I like where you're going with this. Continue.
I absolutely need that triple threat because I truly want. I maintain to this day that Rhea Ripley versus Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania 39 is the best women's match I have seen on the main roster for as long as I have been a fan of wrestling. Those two were beating the ever-loving shit out of each other. And when Rhea brought out of Jade, the way the two of them were working at WrestleMania, this past WrestleMania, I think that the three of them together could put on an absolute fucking show. And I mean this in the most respectful way possible. I do not mean this being disrespectfully whatsoever. I mean that y'all know where I'm going with this one. Get them buff bitches together so they can beat the living shit out of each other some more.
Just a few glamazons and Amazons just running.
There you go.
Cat fight, brawling, ground pound, power bombing, thrown outside the ring. Give me all just the chaos. I mean, I get it, but I don't want to see
Comics.
I don't know about
Straight up DC Comics, Wonder Woman 101. I love it. I love it. Not to mention, you can kind of burn one here to make it interesting because you have Money in the Bank at the tail end of everything.
Yeah.
So whoever you don't crown Queen of the Ring here, and you can use Queen of the Ring for one title, you can set up Money in the Bank for the other title later on down the line. You dastardly dog, sir.
Luke said, here's an interesting question. Last year, they put arguably more effort into the build for WrestlePalooza than SummerSlam. From what I remember, I think they'll do the same this year.
No, because they've canceled WrestlePalooza.
Yeah, I don't think there'll ever be another WrestlePalooza ever again. And we don't call it WrestlePalooza, we call it WrestlePasnooza.
I was going to call it WrestlePalooza.
I would say WrestleCaplut.
They literally that was a money grab for ESPN. ESPN at this point, like they're just like, hey, we screwed up. We shouldn't ask for any pay-per-views ever again. Y'all just do what y'all do.
Yeah. Answering the phone like Phil on Hangover. We fucked up.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep. Jay, was your pick?
Oh, I'm going with Jade. I told you I'm going with Jade for the plot.
So who's going here? Who got who again? I got Rhea. You got Jade.
Everybody else got Jade.
Damn, I'm solo dolo on this one.
Solo dolo.
All right.
This one is also TBD because she also Sol Ruca also got hurt, but I'm hearing that she's going to be in Italy, so this one should be full go, but I don't know.
I heard that too, but I heard her as bad though.
Yeah.
So I still think this one's happening.
That being said, I believe that she's already defended against Sol once, and Becky won by shenanigans. I feel like on this show you have to do like one title flip at least, just to make it feel important, and I think this is where it happened. So I think that I think Sol Ruca gets the win here, just to set up the rematch at SummerSlam.
You know how I honestly have no fucking idea with this match?
Really? Like,
I really do not know. Because if this was a different person,
y'all know.
I'm saying if this was a different person besides Becky Lynch, I would probably be like, yeah, the retention is going to happen, right? But because of the fact that Becky is Becky, and she got no problem making whoever the hell she get in the ring look good, I don't know where to go. With this being the second match or whatever, like for whatever reason, I see trilogy happening with this.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
First of all, we were robbed already of that first one.
Yeah, that's also true.
And Jessica Carr better be reffing this match and get her receipt.
Oh yeah, we gotta set that up. I don't know when that Jessica Carr flip is gonna happen, but I need for that to be a thing.
It's brewing very slowly.
Yeah, I'm like, is this a WrestleMania situation?
And she's on Evolve.
Yeah, under a mask apparently. I've not seen any of her work yet, so I can't really comment on it, but
man, listen, it's some good shit. But with all that being said, Becky's winning. Okay. Becky's still gonna find a way to retain. And I feel like Becky deserves a muscle. I feel like Becky's done such good heel work, she's earned a muscle. She needs protection.
I don't know where that's coming from, if I'm being honest with you.
I do, but people are not gonna like what I'm gonna say. There's supposed to be a certain call up coming to Raw very soon from an NXT superstar. And a while back, I want to say last year or the year before, Becky had come across and interacted with this person. I don't know if a lot of people remember it, but if you look it up, it happened. And she said, this person's going places. That person was Nikita Lyons.
See, I don't see Nikita Lyons as muscle. That's why.
I think if they, I don't think they're gonna give her that same gimmick. They're gonna change up her whole shit when she comes to the main roster. They need to. And let's not forget the girl's got an MMA fighting background, and she be flipping nunchucks and kicking the shit out of punching bags.
So, I mean, that's true. That is true. I don't hate the idea.
And it would draw more heat on Becky.
It would, and it would give Nikita Lyons like a really it would give her something substantial coming in to make her feel important. So again, I don't hate the idea. She's just not who I think of when I think of muscle. I was thinking of like you're saying like, oh, in NXT, I'm like, they just called up like 7 super jacked Amazon chicks. So like none of them are ready to come to the main roster anytime soon, but they all make sense. And then you said Nikita, and I'm like, huh. You're going to have to switch up her whole thing, but I don't hate it. Even though I will say she would be hilarious if they ever were to redo the Secret Service thing. You put her and Chelsea Green together. Man. Oh God, that would be hilarious.
That would be pretty golden. But I don't know. Something even if that doesn't happen, I still think that Becky's gonna find a way to win. I don't think we should switch that title just yet.
I think I'm leaning that way too. I think the only issue that I have with it is how many matches has Soul had since she got brought up, and how many has she won?
She won her Saturday Night Main Event debut.
That's funny.
And I think that might be the only one. And I think the crazy part about it is, and this also speaks to WWE and their weird ass booking. You won 1 match and you already got an Intercontinental title shot, 2 for that matter.
To be fair, they're trying to build off. They're building off her John Cena retirement pay-per-view thing, where she beat Bayley. Mm-hmm. So that's like the real thing that made it like, oh no, she's a serious contender on the main roster.
Yeah, but you can still give her some wins along the way though. Like
they're still going to. She's not going to win it right now. There's no way. It's still too early. Of course, I get what you want it right now. Are going to be like, oh, they squashed her. She's not going to get an opportunity. Like,
no,
just to show her what card she's entering.
I hear what you're saying. What I'm saying is, leading up to this, why not make her look like more of a threat? Because like you're basically telling me that nothing that happened before this matters.
What, Becky's run or Sol Ruka's?
No, I'm talking about Sol.
Well, she was dealing with Zaruka. Everybody was on that Zaruka shit, and if everybody wasn't on that Zaruka shit, we would have had a different kind of build-up for Sol and Zarya, and we wouldn't have to be starting them from square one again to rebuild. Solo.
And therein lies a fucking problem because TKO and WWE and their bum ass creators don't know how to do shit right.
Because they're using ChatGPT.
Preaching to the choir, bro.
Wait, who isn't Becky on a different show than Becky's not on SmackDown, right?
Becky's on Raw,
No.
so Luca's on Raw.
Okay, that's why I'm tripping because I know they announced that Blake Monroe's coming up, but they announced on SmackDown tonight that it's going to be a SmackDown show. She's going to be called up SmackDown.
Blake is going to. Blake was signed to SmackDown when they first announced it.
That's why I was like, wait, who's the women's U.S. title?
And she already called out Rhea Ripley, so we gotta consider that an X factor in the Clash in Italy as well. I only know that because SmackDown happened in the vignette.
See, I'm torn on this one. Like, do you give it to Soul? Like,
it's too soon, Paul.
I know.
You know how this is supposed to go. We've been watching this long enough.
Yeah.
Again, I just like my own special brand of chaos. That's why it took so long.
There's no way I don't think they'll put it on her here. It's too small of a show to like give her the first reign here.
But again, if
she's gonna get it, she's gonna get it eventually. But I don't think she's gonna get it right now.
My biggest thing is the whole generation for these Clash in whatever countries is they're trying to build it to be as big as the Big Four. Like they're trying to make this their big fifth show, and it's like if you're gonna make it a glorified house show where no one loses anything and there's no stakes, you're never gonna build this to be big enough or be anything more than an international showcase. So you need consequences.
More than 5 matches too, though.
That's fair, but if you're gonna start with 5 matches, you need consequences, not just good matches.
No, you do. You really do. I just don't think it's gonna be this one.
Yeah.
Main event. Vince McMahon must be loving this right now.
I don't think he's loving it as much as you think, Paul.
Well, for what it's worth, the black guy won the first one, so he definitely isn't loving that shit. But
yeah,
I'm so pissed off at this.
I hate my pick right now.
I'm so pissed off at this.
Why?
Because I was done.
We were all done, but we were duped. This is the height. There's the heist of the century, the ruse of the century. This is the dupe of the century.
Well, supposedly with this, it was because of Gunther, because it was supposed to be him and Gunther, Brock and Gunther. But Brock was like, "Nah, you're not retiring me." No,
I lost faith in Gunther and Brock since WrestleMania 40 when it was supposed to happen. That's 3 years ago. We got to get over that.
Yeah, no, but Brock was like, I'm not doing this with Gunther. So that's why he did that whole with Oba.
Until TKO made a call and added a few more zeros and gave him an offer that he would not refuse and could not refuse.
No, because the way I see this going, is I'm gonna say I'm gonna give my predictions on. Brock is gonna win this one, and they're gonna have the third one at SummerSlam, and that's when he's really gonna retire. And Oba's gonna beat him at SummerSlam.
And where is SummerSlam?
Minneapolis, his hometown.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Minnesota.
Even though I did my picks on a recent show, and I'm still sticking with my word, I agree with that scenario that's definitely possible, but I can never go against the ruler. So I'm sticking with it.
Let's just skim past that. I read that a while ago. Let's just Jesus Lord. Oh my God.
I'm gonna go with Brock just because like you got to do the trilogy. Yes, he's back now, so I guess you got to just run with the trilogy situation.
And there's gonna be one because they put a number after the freaking name.
So that's
a freaking sequel.
I'm just trying to figure out when are we gonna get the Chad Gable return, because I know it's gonna be in Minneapolis. I just don't know how.
They already messed it up.
No, it's gonna be in Noche de los Grandes on AAA tomorrow night.
No, I know, and I know who's losing that match. That's why I said
Yeah,
when we getting the Chad Cable
Monday.
return.
Yeah, it
Monday.
got to be Monday. It
Monday.
should be
As I
Monday.
said, they already messed it up. They announced Chad was going to be on Monday Night Raw.
I didn't
When?
know that they announced it officially.
Yeah, they announced it somewhere. I saw it. They're like,
Okay.
oh, they already messed up. And
Oh
there
well.
was two things where they messed up. They announced Chad Gable on Raw or something like that, and then they put El Grande Americano on some kind of ad already
Mm.
with his mask still. So I'm like, okay, yeah. I'm like,
Interesting.
you guys don't know how to do this. Of course, it's TKO WWE messing it up. It's not Triple
Either
X.
either that or it's a way to sway us. Because I know we're not talking about the match yet, but I can't. And when you guys were talking about Roman and Jacob, we talked about Roman and Jacob already.
We like
Not
skinned
really.
it.
Okay, yeah, that's right. Because we thought it was the first match, but it wasn't. Um, I know we're not on it yet, but just saying, I think it's quite funny and the I just want us to make sure we pay attention to the convenience of the timing of this supposed injury that Jacob has. It could be all a thing,
See, the problem with the Seth injury thing is now you can't believe any injury you see. Because once the Seth thing happened, now no injury is real.
Yeah, you can't unless it doesn't. Unless the match actually doesn't happen, you can't believe the injury is real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
But,
the ruler.
but yeah. So
What needs to happen is a reenactment of Akuma from Street Fighter using the Raging Demon. So we just need to see Oba. The bell needs to ring. Oba needs to flash across the ring, and everything needs to go black, and then Brock just needs to be knocked the fuck out. All right. The problem is that's not going to happen. I do not trust TKO. I haven't trusted them to begin with. They had a little bit, tiny bit of good grace after WrestleMania, and I was just like, yes, thank you. Oba, tip the cap to him. Brock, get the fuck out. Thank you for all your service and everything, but go home. And then that didn't happen. And then he came back. And I don't think he's coming back to lose again right this second. And I hate the fact that I have to think like that, but this is what I've been conditioned to think like. So unfortunately, I have to say Brock is going to win this match, and then Oba is going to murder him to
I
put
know
him out.
like I said, I know that's what's gonna happen, but I'm not picking Oba. Like I just can't physically say the words.
my only thing is my concern with the third match at SummerSlam is that they're gonna make it kind of like a tribal, like a combat stuff or street fight. Don't need it unless you want to do it like inside a steel cage, like an Inferno match or something like that. Okay, cool. You know what I'm saying?
And
But
I quit match.
Just lock the two beasts in a Hell in
something
a
like
Cell
that,
and call
yeah.
it a day.
But don't be like, oh, we're gonna do a Minneapolis street fight. Nah, bro, don't do that.
No,
The last
no,
time we
And
do a
saw
I
Hell in the
it was
Cell. Do a Hell in the Cell.
right.
do
That's how we squash best out of threes.
do a pink slip on a pole match.
I swear, if I see these dumb sons of bitches bring out a Nigerian drum match, I'm going to kill somebody.
Oh man.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah, no. It's because I could see it. I could see him retiring. His last match being in Minnesota, with his family being there, and actually retiring.
Also, just want to point out yet another pay per view that the young OG is not a part of, and I feel some type of way.
That's
I'm
because
trying to
he's
figure out
probably gonna
what
be
they're
going for
doing.
King of the Ring or Money in the Bank.
Yeah, but
I'm down for Money in
Night
the
Raw,
Bank.
what are they doing with him? Like he
Um,
lost
IC title.
Yeah, he just lost a match
just-
to.
Well,
to
no.
Penta.
I mean, like in regards to like the character, where they're going with him because he lost it. Then he he got mad. He walked away. Don't touch me. And I'm like, okay, what's going on? You gonna turn him like that's.
I don't know if they're gonna
It's a-
turn him. They might just dirty him up a little bit because they don't. The last thing they want is for him to become Kofi. That's the last thing they want for him to become Kofi.
Yeah, but the thing is, in regards to like merch sales, that's the only male superstar you have left that got it good with the kids.
Danhausen.
True.
Joe Hendry.
So in Joe Hendry, you have merch sellers, you have merch pushers. He don't need to be that.
No, I don't know about Joe Henry. I think Joe Henry's more.
Again, I don't want him to be another Bianca where we just keep them in a character for too long because they sell merch. Like, nah.
But I think it's
do something with him. LA Knight.
Too soon. Give him maybe another 6 months.
To do what?
You got King of the Ring. You got.
So you want him to lose King of the Ring? You want him to have to live the Liv Morgan arc, basically. Lose King of the Ring, lose Money in the Bank, lose Royal Rumble.
How else is the young OG gonna learn? The child's not gonna touch the, is not gonna touch
again. Randy Orton didn't need to go through all this. So let's not act like we haven't pushed a young guy before. Like, we don't need to constantly do the same thing, but have an exception for certain people.
But how many times Evolution?
Okay, then put him in something. Put him in the Vision.
No.
I'm not saying the Vision is the right idea. I'm saying put him in something. Do something with him.
I was about to say that faction is cursed.
It is.
Yeah. I kid you not. I said that last night. I kid you not.
And again,
I'm happy about it.
It's because Seth messed with the Fates. You don't play with the wrestling gods like that. It's not cool. And then on top of that, WWE played with stuff that they don't know how to undo because TKO decided to do a money grab and take the money and the event away from New Orleans. You don't mess with certain things, bro. Especially you don't screw over New Orleans for a money grab to go back to Las Vegas. Don't play with that.
You think the spirits ain't gonna come for you after that?
I'm telling you, bro. Everything, the scales always balance.
Bad juju, especially.
I told you, man. We Giants fans call that place the Voodoo Dome for a reason.
That between that and my voodoo doll of Logan Paul,
Listen, the torn tricep is crazy work.
That's a pretty doozy scar.
That's a gnarly scar too.
It is. But I'm like watching, like, how the heck did he pop it like there? I'm like, what the hell? I'm like,
it's a freak accident, bro.
Yeah. At that point, like the way it happened, I'm like, that's a freak one because it's like, yeah.
But again, he had his due coming too. He's done played in too many people's and spiritualities and too many things faces for him not to get no juju back. So I said, bro, people keep playing with stuff they don't understand. Leave that alone. Well, leave it alone.
Logan, welcome to the wrestling business.
Amen.
You want to be one of them? Want to talk about these little content creators like you wasn't one of them? Here's this.
Right.
Here's this lovely little tricep scar for you. I grabbed the doll and I went. It was easy.
But yeah, man, I
watch this motherfucker show up where everybody least expected, like John Cena in the Royal Rumble.
That would be so annoying.
Can I ask y'all something? Why the fuck does he hold the title like that when he's like up here? He holds the title up here.
He holds it
because he's a fucking weirdo. That's why
he holds it like a Make-A-Wish kid that got a Fisher Price title when he was like 12. And they were like, take a picture.
Fisher Price kids.
God, bro. That man annoys me to all heaven, bro. Like, I can't.
I thought that's y'all boy. This is what y'all
No, wanted. I just know I know WWE enough and I know TKO enough to know.
That's the same thing. I know we're just gonna see him with the championship one day. Like, that's all.
That boy.
I ain't say I was gonna be happy about it. I'm not saying I'm gonna be happy about it, but honestly, I will say the only thing about this pay-per-view that I was looking forward to, that if Tribal Combat doesn't happen, I'm gonna be upset, is because every time they've added a new Bloodline member to the story, it's been at a clash.
Yeah.
It's been in a
That's
clash.
so true.
That's why I'm like, I was praying against. We've been saying this every single pay per view for like 2 years. We need the Zilla. We need the Zilla added. And it's like, it would be poetic. How poetic would it be that every time Roman has to add a new member, it's to save his skin? And for Roman to lose it by someone else coming in, being basically Jacob's little brother. So then you have the Jacob versus Jay thing. And I'm like, oh, that match was slap. If they let them really work, Jay versus Zilla, like Battle of the Crash Outs, man.
I think Zilla got Jay beat on that one.
I do think so, but also the thing is, it's the character work, and it's the Jacob has to, like, you think Jacob is crazy. You got this other young dude, 21, did hard time like Jacob, who's way more unhinged than Jacob is. And it's like, wait, there's a crazier one? Yep. And this one is not the type to like go at
you didn't know? Oh, you didn't know that's Umaga's son. That's Umaga.
I was like, oh yeah, no, this is really the one. This is really the tribal heir right here. Like, this is the direct descendant to the crazy monk that y'all remember. And again, he has this demeanor where he's crazy and calm. So he's a mix between Jimmy and Jay,
and a little bit of Roman,
and a little bit of Roman. So it's like, yo, you give him, and you have to, and again, you put him in that cocoon of, now you have all of your family around you. So now he gets to learn from everybody. And you can insulate him the same way you did with the MFTs when they first came. You can insulate him. So if you don't think he's ready to wrestle right away, you can protect him. But you have to put the title on Jacob to do that. That's what I'm saying. If that match happens and things go according to plan, that's what I think should happen.
But we can't trust TKO.
Yeah, but we can't trust TKO to actually do not only what the fans want, but what would actually be good for business.
Or they will do it and then not give us credit for it.
Of course. Listen, at this point, between me, Benny, and
I gave up on that shit already.
Bro, they owe us so many royalties, it's not even funny anymore. Like, we know that they hire people to watch random content. We know this exists. I just want 2%. Just give me 2% or some tickets. Oh, I don't even want to think about this. I don't.
Over under on ad time, more or less than both of his matches combined.
Oh, I'm definitely taking it over. I'm slamming the over on that one.
Yeah, I'm taking over on that one.
And it's on ESPN. I'm slamming the over on that one.
Yeah, they're gonna
see the thing about it is, like, the women's matches aren't the ones you really need to be concerned about. It's the fact that you still have Ova versus Brock on the card, and that match is not going to be longer than 5 minutes long. So all that does is increase the amount of ad time that you can put out there.
Pretty much.
Also, we need to find an Oklahoma City fan in WWE and have him feud with Danhausen, or whoever wins that Western Conference Finals. We need a WWE fan for Danhausen to curse, because we need the curse to continue.
Speaking of Danhausen, I was literally just thinking about this just because of the fact that we're in Italy. You know damn well we're going to get a Danhausen segment. So, does the representative for Italy, or is the representative from Italy, going to be Santino Marella?
It should be.
I heard that
should be, but I doubt it.
I've
also heard Baron Corbin is supposed to be making a return, and they might throw him in the whole Danhausen thing. Which, I don't know how those two things mix. I don't see those two things mixing. But I've been surprised before.
Megahausen.
Nah, because we know who he is. If we didn't know who he was, then fine. I get it. But we know who he is.
You know, I swear, these are one of the times. These are one of the times that I really, really wish that WWE and TKO had a better relationship with other companies or whatever, so they could just be like, you get these random one-off appearances from wrestlers just around the world, and they'll just be in Danhausen face paint Like, could you
Oh my
imagine, like,
God.
just
Luchasaurus.
a random ass? Well, you got the perfect one with Omos. He can do that shit. He'll show up in the
Luchasaurus.
damn house. That'd be hilarious. You get a
Luchasaurus
fucking.
would be hysterical to me.
I do not want to put Omos in a stupid gimmicky comedy
No,
situation.
I'm just saying like a one off. I'm just saying like a one off because there was that
Or like
whole
the way
thing
he
where
was when
everybody.
he was the big extra large ninja
Yeah.
in that terrible parking lot match.
The one that ended with Cthulhu showing up. Luke sat up there interfering in the match.
God, terrible.
Listen.
But I'm sitting up here thinking about it because there was this whole idea that before the last pay-per-view, that Danhausen's partner was going to be CM Punk with the Danhausen face paint. So I'm just sitting up here thinking like, yo, it'd just be funny as hell just for me and my weird ass sense of humor. You just have a whole bunch of little one-off appearances of people. Like, could you, like, again, if they had a better working relationship, could you imagine Kenny Omega showing up in WWE with a fucking Danhausen face paint?
That would be awesome.
Put Sami Zayn in the El Generico mask and then put the Danhausen
With the Danhausen paint on top of it.
That would be
Why not? Why not? I mean, have fun with it, right?
El Grande Americano Hausen.
El Grande Hausen, Cena Hausen.
That would be funny. He
Cody
was actually
Hausen.
at Seth Rollins' gym, teaching a couple of the guys over there recently.
Yeah, no, I saw him without his makeup. Your man looks like a registered nurse, like a nurse,
I thought he was,
or like a math teacher. Like he looks like a math teacher.
I've never seen what he looks like without his face.
I'm like, this is
No?
weird. I don't like this. This is weird. It's like seeing a clown without their clown makeup. It's like, I don't.
It's very strange.
Don't do that. Don't.
Oh
do
wow!
That.
Don't.
Yeah, like don't do that.
I was about to say, don't mistake me saying this is on the same level of them as Stardom or whatever. But this is the first. This is like the time I saw Steve Borden and not Sting.
Yeah, it's still weird.
It still doesn't look right.
Nope.
No.
I literally look at him and I'm like, you're not a person. I don't know who you are. You're not a person.
Mm-hmm.
I don't.
He looks like a completely different person.
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't. No, I don't like it.
It's
He
weird.
does look like a registered nurse.
It's like, no, I don't like it. I don't. No,
I kind of dig it.
No, absolutely not. No,
Like a mini Finn Balor.
Nope. Yeah. See, no, I don't like it.
Instead of Mega,
you know what would be funny though?
Finn Balorhausen is mini.
You know what would be really fun? You'd be really funny though, is if they try to play this off like how they do with Abyss and the other gimmick that he had, like the lawyer or whatever, where you have like you have Danhausen and then you have his unpainted version that's just some guy that shows up.
You mean like Elias and Elijah and Ezekiel?
Yes.
Only Elias had no face paint at all. It was just a whole shave of the beard and cut of the hair.
I was just like, no, don't like this.
That was strange too.
Or you could have it where like Danhausen,
Braun and Brain Strowman.
You'll have like Danhausen do like a bunch of segments, and then you'll have a guy just like walk by with him as not the makeup as like a regular janitor or something, or like a PA guy. Just randomly have him like behind a camera, like the way they had Joker in The Dark Knight, where he snuck in as a police officer.
Oh, the cop, yeah.
Yeah, where you only could see the scar. That could actually be interesting if they ever decided to take Danhausen truly dark. That'd be cool.
Mm-hmm.
But again, you released all your dark characters, so I digress.
Don't even get me started. Still have PTSD.
It's horrible. Horrible.
I don't know. Speaking of which, honey, have you seen your girl's cosplay that she did?
Which one? Who's? Oh, Zelina's?
Zelina.
Yeah.
Woo!
Did you see it? Homegirl was in a movie? I was like,
yes, she was. My girl's still out here doing things.
Mm-hmm.
Good for her. I'm glad to, keep on trucking and keep on moving. I wonder where she ends up.
I feel like the El Generico thing might be a little too racially insensitive, unless they did it in AAA. I need an El Generico run in AAA.
That's what I've
That would
been
be
wanting.
so tough.
Put
I mean,
Sammy in
they can do
AAA.
it.
I'll be fine with
They
that.
can do it.
But I also want El Generico to be a heel, and I
Ye-
want him to be like the next guy to go up against El Grande Americano after this whole thing. And you just have El Generico be like basically the continuation of. Actually, what if you gave Chad Gable the El Generico gimmick and he went back to Mexico to try to avenge the OG El Grande Americano?
Oh my god.
You could do it. You definitely could do it.
I think
Nah,
I
yo,
think we've had enough of Chad Gable dabbling in the dark arts of
oh,
luchador.
oh my God, yo, do you remember when the LWO was first forming or whatever, and they had that segment of Rey Mysterio and Santos in the back with that real dramatic lighting and everything, and he was basically like passing off like the mantle and telling him how much like you're gonna be the next great this that and the other. Could you imagine that was Chad Gable and Sammy said.
No.
Oh God, it's
Anyway.
so terrible. It's so terrible, but it's also so good. It's so bad. It's good.
I'm literally watching Noche de los Grandes for that match.
I'm probably gonna just turn it on for that match because I don't know what else is going on.
Well, there's a
I literally,
it's a 2 week thing. So there's the first week, which is this week, and then the second week is next week. There's been like 3 or 4 matches that were announced, and then there's a 6-woman tag that involves Lola Vice, and a couple of other friends.
Lola and friends versus some other people.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I can never miss a Lola match for obvious reasons. Big fan, big fan, big fan. Don't know why. Don't know why. Big fan. Big fan.
He can't put his finger on it.
I can't quite put my finger on it. But big fan.
Big fan, great people, very nice people. All right, there's a grand finale to this night somehow. This
There's gotta be.
Jacob and Roman. I don't know about y'all, but I was kind of sick of these segments already. Let's just cut to the chase.
Yeah, it's the same. It's the way I feel about the Johnny Gargano stuff. It's like we get it. Tommaso's gone. You're sad, but my brother in Christ,
let it go.
Let it go. Like
let it go. Let it
I've
go.
grieved. I feel like I've grieved longer. Like I've grieved less for like leaving college and never actually talking to people again than this man who's known Tommaso for like 10, 15 years and can literally probably go down the street and go to this man's house for dinner.
Right.
Like we know you guys are still gonna talk. Stop it. Also, what are we doing with Candice LeRae? Like, can we?
I don't know.
What is happening?
Everybody's overlooking her in the background, but Candice LeRae is officially on as producer. Like she helps produce.
Really?
She helps produce matches backstage.
Oh, they're gonna transition her out quietly.
I'm okay with that though, because I like
I am too, because she never really caught on as a wrestler. Unfortunately, like the pixie gimmick thing didn't hit the way it did in NXT.
Yeah, no, it didn't. But I'm okay.
I feel
with
like
what they're doing, though.
I feel like the main roster crowd is just a little too practical for things that are like they're gimmicky, but they're not meant to be gimmicky. Doesn't hit with the main roster crowd. Like if it's a Danhausen where it's like it's a gimmick, cool, it'll hit. If it's a Trick Williams where it's like his presentation is his gimmick in a lot of ways, it'll hit. But if you're trying to be like, I'm this person, and then when you get in the ring, I'm just gonna straight wrestle, and there's no like substance to it. There's no like at least with Sol Ruka, like she's supposed to be this, you know, like kind of Lita 2.0 in a lot of ways. But you get that when she wrestles. And it's just like, oh, she's another cool female who I can get behind. Who actually can wrestle and does really explosive moves, kind of the way the guys do.
And only been wrestling for 4 years.
And only been wrestling, like, she's a former gymnast, so it's like, all right, cool, another gymnast we can get behind. Versus, like, I think also the only thing I agree with you guys about the Javon Evans thing is that, like, if you look at Tiffany Stratton, she, like, got hot shotted too quick, and she just cooled as she got to the top, and there's, like, nowhere for her to go. So now she's the U.S. champion, and I can barely remember she's the U.S. champion. But again, wasn't she an Olympian also?
Yeah, she was.
Gymnast, right?
Gymnast.
She's an Olympic gymnast, and we don't talk about how she was an Olympic gymnast, and she has the U.S. title. What? Like, what are we doing?
That's one of the things. They sit up there and they put all of their focus in baskets, and then they leave other ones to rot, like empty. Like, I was listening to somebody saying before, it was just like, yeah, I completely forgot that Liv Morgan was the world heavyweight champion. And I'm
brother,
not world heavyweight champion, but you're the women's world champion. Just because they're not doing anything.
That, but also when you trap them in a faction, it does them if anything, because Dominic for whatever reason just isn't wrestling, or it's only wrestling on AAA. Liv should be the highlight of, like, the most interesting thing about Liv's reign so far was the possibility that Raquel was going to turn on her, or that Roxanne's going to turn on her, and they've killed both of those things.
No, not yet.
Like, yeah, but
I wouldn't say that's gone just yet.
The other problem with that, though, is the fact that Judgment Day has been breaking up for like 4 years.
Yeah, bro.
And like,
it's been the same iteration, almost breaking up, and they just kick Finn out, and it's just like, bro, by the time you kick Finn out, I don't care no more.
It's the Judgment Day way. That's just how the band is gonna form the same way it keeps breaking up. It's just a never-ending vicious circle until somebody finally breaks the wheel.
But here's the thing,
like, honestly,
that's cool. That's fine. The timing, though, this time is like a slow, like every other time it's, oh, I caught you from behind, I slit your throat, you bled out, toss you over. Or I stab you in the side, you bleed out, toss you over. This is literally like they stuck them with a butterfly needle and they're bleeding them out and they're just letting the blood go out, but it's a butterfly needle. So it's like, would you die? And it's like, nah, I'm kind of just over here eating an orange. Like, bro, can we kill it already? Like, is it gonna die?
Because the thing is, and I brought this up around Mania, but they obviously, because of Stephanie's injury, like, you really couldn't do this in particular.
Also,
that right there was the perfect opportunity for Judgment Day to implode. You had Finn and Dom. You had Liv getting ready to go for the championship. She could have easily have lost that title because of the fact that you had lead up to it with Roxanne. And then you got Raquel stuck right in the middle because Raquel and Roxanne became like this whilst Liv was out.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you could have done that shit right then and there. You got a big ass feud between all three of them possibly if you had, like, just pulled the trigger right then and there. Granted, Stephanie injury had to make a move, but still. Same shit over here with Tiffany. Same shit with Jade when Jade was the WWE Women's Champion. They keep over focusing on so much other stuff. Like, everybody was sitting up here talking about, like, oh man, look how much better the women's tag division was when Charlotte and Alexa were over there and they were the tag team champions and everything like that. I'm like, great. Do you know why? That is because you took your entire women's division and put them all in the tag division and said, fuck the women's world championships.
And
then on top of that, like, your other top stars, your main two top stars that you spent the last 2 years building around are both pregnant and having babies. And then the rest of the women's roster, you released. What? Your excuse is, oh, we're going to call up a bunch of women. Cool. Why is it taking you 15 years to call up 3 women? Oh, they're going to debut. "Oh, they're coming. They're coming very soon. They're coming." I almost made a joke there that would have got me canceled. So
I
I'm
was
not
waiting
gonna
for
do
it.
that. I'm not gonna take the easy route on that one.
I was
But
waiting
it's
for
like,
it.
listen,
Veer. So you stop.
I was gonna go the Val Venus route, but I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. But it's like, my brother in Christ, just have them show up. They're gonna get a pop. We don't need to tee them up. Just have them show up. Or here's a thought: if you're gonna do open challenges, why don't you just have random NXT people show up from time to time so it's unpredictable? And we have random TNA women show up from time to time because it's unpredictable. I wouldn't even be mad if there was an Evolve person of like, oh, this person is from Evolve, they've been wrestling here, there, and everywhere, and you turn that into a squash match because at least you get them on TV. What you're doing now, where it's just like we're gonna wait, and we're gonna wait again. Oh, and then Blake Monroe's gonna threaten Rhea. Why the hell is she threatening Rhea and Rhea got a title match?
Because she's
Why
after
not?
the title.
I get it, but they just did the same thing on NXT where straight up 3 people came at Tony D'Angelo that we ain't never heard of before. He got dropped 2 weeks in a row by like 4 different people debuting. And ain't nobody give them a prime or anything. Like, nobody knew Evil was coming. Everybody knew Evil was signed. They didn't know he was coming over. They didn't even know his name the first week. Then they had old, jolly old Big Ben over there, came over there, started flipping on people, looking like vintage Keith Lee. I still don't know who this man's name is. Mason Rooks, or whatever his name is.
Mason Rooks.
Your man looks like a combo of Gunther, Kevin Owens, and like Keith Lee. And I'm like, who is this man? Whose man is this?
He's from the UK.
Paul Blart, yo.
Independent.
But again, you see how you debut them first, and then we're like, wait, who is that? And then everybody does their research, and then you can build out the story instead of, oh, I'm this, I'm that, I'm coming soon, I'm coming in 3 weeks. By the time you get here, I don't give a hell that you was coming because you took too long to get here.
They don't care no more, yo. Like, they just don't care anymore. Was when it comes to the surprise element anymore. It's like we have to put it out there because we have to quote unquote guarantee ourselves use the viewership and everything, rather than having that genuine surprise moment. So like, I brought up the John Cena thing before. It seems like if that was to ever happen again, you would have motherfuckers out there putting that shit out there like, oh yeah, there's a chance that John Cena might come back in this Royal Rumble from this torn pec, instead of the buzzer going off and him walking out there and everybody being like, oh shit. Like,
Exactly. Okay. So to answer the Mason Brooks question, my problem with him right now is he just looks like an adult version of Dudley from Harry Potter. Their presentation is way too casual of him. I don't know who this man is. He just randomly pops up and is chummy with Stone. I'm like, am I supposed to fear him? Am I supposed to like him? Am I supposed to be cool with him? What? All I know is that he wants the title. Cool. So does everybody else. Who are you, sir? Who is you?
You that had the so and so is coming.
Veer.
Femi.
No, it was Veer and fucking what the hell's his name? I know they were running vignettes for what's his name? Powerhouse. What does he go by now?
Oh,
Royce
Keys.
Yeah, I know they were running vignettes for him for a while, but it wasn't anywhere near as bad. Like, everybody was making fun of that shit like they were with Veer Mahan.
Well, Veer Mahan didn't even show up.
He literally got released before he showed up. So
yeah,
the last time they've actually done promos, like the vignettes for it to work, they only work in NXT for me.
Asuka, they did it.
Asuka was probably the last one I can think of that was actually like good.
Shinsuke
the Shin one was good too.
Like, especially when he did like the anime samurai kind of version thing. Kind of like the story of Oren Ishii.
There was nothing for
No. Emelina showed up, and I think she turned around and just became Emma again, like immediately.
Yeah, because
like,
it just didn't hit.
It didn't. It wasn't for her.
Yeah, they were trying to give Emelina the Carmella
The
rep.
last one was Carmella when Carmella did her gimmick change. That was the last one where
No, maybe not.
It did, but
was that around the same time Liv did her change with the whole when they did that whole Lana bullshit?
Oh, with the bathtub.
That
was what the fuck am I looking at?
She was a lesbian for like 0.5 seconds.
Wait, I thought that was Carmella, the one with the bathtub and stuff like that.
No, that was
Liv. That was Liv.
Carmella was doing like the champagne stuff, but Liv did the bathtub thing where she said she was going to reveal who she really is, and then it was that whole
Lana and Bobby Lashley thing.
Bobby Lashley,
yeah,
freaking debacle, like, ugh. Anyway,
wasn't there the never-ending Emelina coming soon? Whatever. Yeah, it was, and then she did come out for like 5 seconds, and then the next time she came out, she was back to Emma.
Yeah, it was stupid. Anyway,
I always
don't know.
WWE's faction suffer from Paul Heyman booking syndrome. Booked well to begin with, but just kind of wander aimlessly after a few months.
Because it's long-term booking and long-term storytelling, which means I don't know what I'm doing. We just gonna show up and see what happens.
I think to me what the issue is, there's too many chefs in that kitchen. If you're gonna do a faction with somebody, you let one person write it and that's it. Don't throw 2 or 3 people in there, because then the vision that one person had gets skewed by the 2 other people completely, and it starts off great, and then it's going to skew here because person A thought it was better for here, person B was here, when the original person had the right vision for it. That's what it is. If you have a faction, let one person write for it and call it a day.
Basically, yeah. Oh, and apparently Maxine's supposed to be joining the Vision, so I don't know how that's going to work.
Yeah, I saw that they're actually starting to hint at more now.
I'm like, all right, like she had her nice little, but that's my thing. Like she had her nice little stint with the IC title that we've all just conveniently forgot about.
But didn't forget about it. It's just like it was a great little teaser, and then you put her in a feud with Natty, and that didn't go anywhere.
And you just moved Natty back to NXT, and now we're doing nothing.
Yeah, it's like, okay, so Natty cost her the title, and then
this is why they need house shows back, because they need to figure out who has chemistry.
They just brought back house shows. They just started them.
I know, because they got to start trying stuff again, because this whole trying stuff on TV is not working right now.
They realize they can't be doing it on TV no more.
Yeah, like I don't like. Not to mention, a lot of the women just need reps with each other, because it's like you can see how fantastic the women can be when they know each other. Mm-hmm. But when they don't know what they're doing with each other and they're just kind of winging it, that's where you get the whole, this is botchy, that's botchy. But to be fair, the younger wrestlers now with the guys, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
Like, I can't stand LA Knight matches sometimes, because I'm like, he has no chemistry with nobody. And they shouldn't look like this.
One thing I found out was apparently, I think it was LA Knight said it, because they were asking why is he having issues with the ropes, and it's because of the way the ropes are,
the paint.
No, it's not the paint. So I think I forgot what promotion has it where they're tighter, so they're more firm. And in WWE it's not, so that way that's why it's like it's different when they jump on the rope or they're trying to do something with the rope. It's a different feel. I have to get used to. I forgot what it was. I have to see if I can find it again. That's why you see sometimes like Penta and them, they'll fumble because they're not used to that rope beat. Again, you need the house shows.
That's exactly what it is.
Not for everybody, because clearly Jacob fought too.
I mean, you run the risk of injuries, but again, with the house shows, you shouldn't really be running stuff with a lot of the guys that you have in major storylines.
Yeah, I was just about to say, I think you just need to be smarter about booking the house shows and stuff, and just not having people who are in obvious PLE matches, especially pay-per-view main events, like the next night. doing stuff or whatever on said house show. Like, chill the fuck out with that shit.
This is the issue with TKO changing the contract structure because Punk was supposed to be on this tour and he was supposed to be your headliner. But no, they want to sit up here and alter people's contracts because we're TKO and we're in phase 2 of our corporate takeover. Effectively killing WWE's wrestling business is what you're doing.
All right.
But
any last words for tonight before we
just don't suck. That's where I'm at with it right now. Just don't suck.
All right.
You got 5 matches. You don't have to do a lot.
So we're doing 5. So we are doing 5 too.
I think there's gonna be 5. I think again, if anything, they'll do a random like spot match where they're like, you go out there, give us a match, make it look good.
Wait, what do you mean?
Or they can just do a Dan
5. What are we talking about?
If they end up canceling the Jacob Roman thing.
Oh, are we doing a pick for that at all?
If it happens, I'm going with Jacob. If it happens, I'm going with Jacob. That's just how I feel about it.
I think it's more dangerous to have Jacob lose than it is to have Ova lose. Yeah. I think like if you beat him again, I think you completely kill his aura.
Yeah. And he looks like a mid-carder with a big bark.
Or rather, let me change that. If you beat him again without absolute just nonstop fuckery, you kill his entire aura. And like I was saying before, like we were talking about something on another show or whatever, you have certain people that are completely bulletproof. Right? At this point, Roman's fucking bulletproof. Him losing is not going to hurt him at all. And you can always just be like, fuck it, I'll come back in another time and win my title back. Whatever.
Or
but how many we can't do this we can only do this but for so long with Roman, because Roman's not gonna be here forever.
He ain't, but you've already set a standard with Jacob, is what I'm saying. And if you want to make the work that you personally did, WWE, mean something, you cannot just go kill it.
It's one of like you got it. That's the thing. You kind of got to do the Lion King thing, where like, yes, Mufasa came back and he got his throne, he got his crown. But he ain't playing on his little cousin that got kicked out the Pride a couple of years ago for being a rabid freaking lion with rabies and fleas in his mane to come back and start biting. So he need to go back to the jungle, talk to Timon and Pumbaa, get with Rafiki, get yourself together, and then come back and handle yours.
And find yourself a Zazu.
Yeah, bro. I don't know who the Zazu gonna be because Paul Heyman's kind of busy.
Yeah. But I don't know. But with all that being said, my tribal chief is winning.
That's fair.
Yeah.
King of the Ring.
Yep.
Over wins, he goes King of the Ring. If he doesn't win, then it's a third match with Brock.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna win. I think it's gonna be they're gonna have a third one. I don't think so.
I refuse to go against the ruler, even though I know and I'm sensible enough to know that the contrary can happen. But I'm not gonna say Opa's gonna lose.
Speaking into existence, make all of us wrong.
It's gonna be all brakes, no gas with it.
I mean, you can have it. You can have.
Well, gas is a little expensive right now, so
Visionary gets
exactly
involved.
All brakes, no gas.
You got with the Visionary gets involved, call shenanigans, and then he'll be like, you know what? Let me take care of Brock, and then I'm coming for the Vision.
So. I don't know, but Honey then gave us an extra 20 minutes after she said an hour, so let's get the Queen out of here.
Yep. All right.
I appreciate y'all.
All right, thank you everybody for joining us. Have a good night.
And before we cut it, let's just remember that this episode has been brought to you by Pure Honey.
100% all natural too. And you, by the way, speak real quick hack. Do you know how you could tell? I mean, I'm sure it is real honey with the way I've seen that package before. It looks like original packaging and everything. But a way to really see it, you put a little bit of honey in a Tupperware, sprinkle a little bit of water, and then shake it. If the honey starts turning into a honeycomb, it's definitely 100% pure honey.
Word. I'm gonna try this shit when I get home.
It's a fun little hack. But yeah.